what are you working on?
I just had a consultation. It's a couple. Husband is from Mexico, and he recently married a U.S. citizen wife, and they went to a notario. And they filed I-130 and 485 together. They went to their interview. Of course, they paid all the fees and everything, and it got denied. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's one of those cases, and of course, it got denied because the husband had entered without inspection. So he crossed the border about 10 years ago, and it shouldn't have even been processed that way simultaneously.
It should have been a provisional waiver.
Exactly. Okay. So that's what they did. So then we're going to refile.
Okay.
So we're going to start with I-130 first, and then after that's approved, we're going to do the consular processing. Apply for immigrant visa through NVC, National Visa Center, and then he'll have to. I explained to them that once the waiver is approved and the visa interview is scheduled, he'll have to go to Mexico and then do the interview there and come back in.
Right. But luckily, he can stay here while the waiver is processing. Right?
Exactly. That's the huge change. Yeah. I mean, it's not the law that changed, but the procedure-wise, it helps the family stay together. And that was a whole thing about immigration law. It's to keep the family together. Right. So I think it was like 2013.
Yeah, it was 2013. Prior to that, they'd have to go to their home country to file the provisional waiver, and they could potentially wait there for up to a year or 2 years.
Right. So now the procedure is they get to stay here the whole time together, and then once the waiver is approved, then we would schedule the interview at the embassy. And I told them that, look, if the waiver is not approved for whatever reason, then we wouldn't even send them out to the embassy out of the country.
And then just refile if we need to.
Exactly. Okay. So, so they're happy about that. But of course, they were so overwhelmed about I-130 and then immigrant visa processing and the 601A waiver processing. So I had to break it down that it's really a 3-step process. All right, so we'll start with I-130 first. They're just going to get together the documents, just like a family-based petition. Their birth certificates, copies of passport, marriage certificate, and just basic information. Okay. And we could file I-130 first. Okay. Yeah.
Sounds good.
So about 3-4 months later, and then we'll go forward with the waiver. Yeah, consular processing and the waiver.
Okay.